Okay, so today was all about relaxing. Yesterday was a little stressful, a little insightful. It was an interesting day, but I talked to my original GI doctor yesterday, late afternoon, and um, we just talked about how, with breast cancer and colon cancer specifically, there is a huge survival rate, and just it's curable. So that was something that was, talk to your doctor about that. I don't know, that was just kind of cool. So anyways, had a good conversation with him. A sweet guy, he's just the sweetest guy. um but something interesting today happened, which I thought was kind of cool, and just another kind of God moment. um there's one specific nurse that I contact and have kind of the liaison for me when it comes to the doctor. And her name was Marisol. And I was like, okay, kind of a different name, there's a lot of them out there. But I thought, well, that would be weird. And the doctor mentioned her last name, and I kind of registered in my head. But she called me today to just confirm my appointment for tomorrow. And I said, this is going to be totally random, but did you go to Oxnard High School? And so, long story short, is yes, she was a friend of mine in high school. Um, and she is now my doctor's nurse and liaison, and the one who orchestrates everything for me. So it was really nice to have a conversation with her, and I told her, I said, I'm really glad that it's somebody that I know, like that just kind of makes it a little bit easier. And she's like, oh yeah, she goes, I'll see you tomorrow and we'll chat a little bit. And so it was really cool to just kind of have that conversation. And like I said, kind of another God moment of, like, here's somebody else in your path. And so today was a lot of telling friends what's going on, telling people closest to me what's going on and what this journey is about. And so it was the conversations of, we got you, we're here with you, is this really happening? um, and but it was so much fun talking to people. And like a couple of my friends, we were talking, and it's like, man, remember where we were a few years ago, like panicked about taking tests or whatever. And it was just, we've come so far. One of my dear close friends is graduating this year with 3 degrees, and I'm just like, amazing, and been accepted to multiple universities. And so it's just, we were talking about stuff like that and accomplishments with their kids and different things. And I was like, this is so cool. Like, I love this. I love that this is my life. And just talking to, for a lot of you who don't know, I am in contact with my birth mom and my sister. She's technically a half sister. Um, we have different dads, but she's my sister. And so it's really cool to have their support as well, and just to have them there. So it's been an interesting day. I painted my toes, just kind of hung out. Me and no, she's like, don't put me on camera. Me and Shiloh just hung out today. We literally did nothing. Just we've been watching a show on Netflix, and so we just kind of hung out. And it was, the day started with a little drama, because we're back in Ventura County, and that's just how it works. Cool, yeah. And then my son came and repays me with the loan I gave him.
The
Um,
car's probably not gonna work, so you could try to get it ready because the battery will be dying and shit. So.
okay, talk about it.
We could push it, but I really don't want to push it and break and make something worse.
Okay.
So,
So
I tried though. I'm still trying. So.
that's okay. That's okay. Um, So I'm here and I didn't bring my car. So we're working out like how to get to the doctor tomorrow and stuff. And my son's truck is my son's truck. He needs a new alternator. So anyways, um, yeah, the fun of the 805, which, you know what? It's so funny because this stuff used to completely stress me out. And it doesn't. It really doesn't. It's like, it is what it is. I don't even care anymore. The little things just don't even stress me out. And that's what I was saying. Like this morning started off kind of crazy, um, with, with somebody being in my house that didn't belong here. And it was just, it was so bizarre. And I had to kick him out. I said, look, if you were sober, that would be a different story, but you're not. You're clearly using, and I can't have that in my house. I can't have you around my kids. So, and it was funny because my sister from another mister, she goes, tell everybody how you got ghetto this morning. And I'm very protective of my space. I'm very protective of my house. My kids know that our house is the safe place. Our house is the place where they are protected and safe. And so I'm very protective of who comes into my home, who I allow in the doors. And so that was just, that was Mama Bear coming out this morning. And yes, you can see all the cowboy stuff behind me. I'm in my son's room. But that's just that's how we are. That's how we roll in this family. We're very tight knit and very close. And so, yeah, Mama Bear came out this morning big time. I was like, not around my kids. So it's been a relaxing day. It's been a day of just enjoying being alive, just enjoying being with the people that I love. Talking to my husband, he's home with the dogs, and it's there's kind of like a dog pack running my house right now. Yep. He's totally loving it. They love it because when it's just him, all the dogs sleep on the bed with him. So they're just like, yes, Mom's gone. I can totally be on the bed. So it's interesting. I have to watch everything when I get home. But yeah, like I said, it's just been a day of relaxing and reflecting. And tomorrow, in talking with my comadre, she told me, she said, you need to prepare yourself. You are going to be talking to the doctor, and he's going to give you test results. And when I got my test results, I was like in shock. I couldn't walk, and I couldn't function, and it was just too much for me. And so she goes, you need to really prepare yourself, and because we have a great doctor, and he's straight up, and he's going to lay it on the line for you, and he's going to tell you what the game plan is. And I'm like, I need that. That's something that I need. I need a doctor to not sugarcoat things, to be straight up with me and tell me what the game plan is so that we can do this, so we can hit it head on. And so I am cautiously looking forward to tomorrow, if that makes sense. I'm gonna hear all the news, and I'm gonna hear all the bad stuff that people don't necessarily want to hear. But this begins the journey, and so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to get started on this and to overcome it. And that's where I'm at with this. We are overcomers, right, La? Oh, don't talk to her. She's not here. We're overcomers. And that's one of the songs, like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard the song by Mandisa, Overcomer. That's kind of like my theme song for this. That's my song. That's my theme song. And it's just been playing in my head. And the one thing that really helps relieve pain and helps relax me is a hot bath. And so I have been every day. I love taking hot baths. And it takes the pain away for a while. And so that's something that I've been doing, and just laying in the bathtub and just, hearing that song over and over in my head, and just remembering how merciful God is. I know when we're going through things like this is horrific. right? This is the C word. And so this is something that you don't want to deal with, and you don't want to face, and you don't want to ever happen to anybody that you love, let alone yourself. And yet I kept thinking over and over again how merciful God is. He's so merciful. He's so loving. He's already putting things in place. He's already putting doctors and nurses in place for me. He's surrounded me with amazing friends and family. Like, oh my gosh, I am so blessed with all of you guys, because it has just been one encouraging thing after another. And speaking of encouragement, my husband, he said, I was telling him I got some good news today. Very dear friend of mine is clean and sober and doing well. And I remember getting in this person's face and crying and sitting on my porch with them and saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, this isn't you." And they looked at me and they were like, "I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know what to do, and I'll be okay. It's going to be okay, you know." And then I watched for another at least year and a half, maybe 2 years of, you know, just this continual using. And today I got news that they're clean and sober and doing well, and I cried. And my husband said, "You need to talk to this person. You need to encourage them and tell them how proud you are of them, because what did he say? Your encouragement is like 10 gold pieces. It's priceless and worth so much. And it's just the encouraging words that you say are so precious and so valuable." And I was like, that's how I feel. That's how I feel with all of you guys. When I get the text messages and the messenger messages and the phone calls and stuff of, "We're in this with you. Anything you need, I'm here." It's just like, those are easy words to say, but the people that are saying them to me, I know how much they mean them. And I know that I can call and say, you know, "Hey, I don't know. I don't know what I would need, but, you know, hey, I need some milk," and they would bring it to me, or whatever the case is. And so I'm so thankful for that, because I really, truly do have incredible friends and family. Like, it's just been amazing for somebody who doesn't have family, you know, like a lot of blood family. I don't have brothers and sisters. My parents are dead. All I have left is my birth mom and sister, and, you know, so I don't have that blood connection a lot. I've got amazing family that's not blood. I've got amazing family and friends that, you know, like, I have a whole bunch of brothers and sisters, and I totally love it, and it's so cool. And so I'm very thankful for that. And I'm so thankful for your texts and phone calls and messages and all that. So I can't even tell you what that does to me. I can't describe, because it keeps me going and feeds me energy, and in turn I'm able to give that to my family. And so I'm very, very thankful for that. You know, today I just cleaned the kitchen. Boys make a mess. I don't know if you know that or not, but boys make a big mess. And so I cleaned the kitchen and, you know, made lunch and made dinner, and had a really good day. One of my youngest son went with a really good friend of ours, and just did some yard work for somebody, and he just took them out and to do stuff, and they ran into people that used to go to my dad's church. And, you know, it was kind of cool. He came home, he was like, "I don't know who this lady was, but she was super excited to see me." And it was just kind of weird. And then when I found out who it was, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's her." She just is super energetic, super excited person. And so, but it was so awesome to, like, have that, even that today, you know, was like so special to me, of that remembrance of how I was raised, and the faith that I was raised in, and the fact that I know I was raised in that church, and I saw people in that church healed of cancer. Saw it with my own eyes. I remember this lady had this huge tumor, and she would have to wear, they used to call them muumuus. I don't know what they call them now, but, you know, the big kind of nightgown looking things, and because the tumor was so big. And I remember my dad and a couple other people praying for her, and it like vanished. just dropped off, vanished, completely gone, right in front of us. I've seen that with my own eyes. So I know the healing power of the Lord, and that's what I'm counting on. That's where I'm at with this. So anyways, that was my day today. I just wanted to share it with you guys. This is as raw and fabulous as it gets. No eyebrows. No, that's the blonde in me. I Marisol, the nurse, she was like asking the doctor, Mary Kay, the patient that you were seeing, is she blonde? And he goes, no. And she goes, oh, well, it's probably not her then, because she used to be blonde. And I was like, oh no, it's trust me, the blonde is still there. It comes out. I have my dingy moments, my moments of, airheadedness, the blonde roots of, yeah, let me see. Can you show it? Yep, that was me. That's my natural color. So yeah, it's there. I gotta dye my hair tomorrow. But anyways, thank you guys. Thank you for all your support and your messages and your love and your prayers and everything, because it really does get me through the days, and I'm so thankful for you. Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.